everybody, we have Bokksu, a Japanese snack box. I really like this one. It's one of my favorite boxes. I don't know where Neko is. I thought I heard him wandering around, but he seems to have gone back to his room. So if he shows up, we'll try to save some snacks for him. Um, Apparently the theme this month is Night Out in Osaka. And of course we have the little postcard. And lots of snacks. Well, whatever that is, there's two of them. Okay. All right, let's see here. Night out in Osaka. As the sun sets, Osaka comes alive with neon lights, street food delights, and a palpable buzz. It's the perfect place to celebrate Bokksu's 6th birthday. Oh, wow. Join us on a night out in this vibrant city as we sink our teeth into snacks made in Osaka, inspired by Osaka's street food staples and sweets that are worthy of any birthday blowout. So cool, there's a birthday theme. We're probably going to have some sort of seafood flavored something because there's a crab and a lobster in the picture. Okay, so here's the map that we can see where the snacks come from, and it seems like it's all along this edge of the country. This month's snacks are from the following prefectures: Aichi, Nara, Osaka, and Tokyo. Let's learn Japanese. Yaosobi, nightlife. Tanjobi, birthday. Sukiyanen, I love it. Huh. Maido, thanks as always. Hopefully I didn't butcher those too bad. I'm trying to pronounce them in the way that the little bit I learned when I worked for Panasonic. Um, Trying to pronounce things the way I learned it there, which I only learned a limited amount, mostly so I could do my job and speak to my Japanese supervisor. Let's see. Let's see. No. 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 Where is it? No. No. Aha! This. And there's two of them. So we'll save one for the Neko. Dried Mikan Slice by Takuma Shokuen. Try a new take on dried fruit. Bite into these dried mikan, mandarin orange, slices as a refreshing palate cleanser as you eat your way through Osaka street food inspired snacks. Flavor is sweet, is not vegetarian. Common allergens are fish. Also contains nothing. So no like other allergens or anything. Interesting that it's got something fishy. There is a picture of a crab holding it, so. But you would think a dried mandarin slice would just be the orange. So I'm wondering, it's not vegetarian and the allergen is fish. Just looks like a piece of dried up orange. Oh, that is so sweet. Tastes like candy. That's really good. Got a really, really good orange flavor, and it's super sweet. Doesn't taste like fish. So I wonder if there's a preservative or something that's derived from fish, maybe, that they used with it. Mm. Hmm. Okay. And I'm going to say the same thing I say every month. I wish they'd give us two of the teas. This is Azuki Sweet Red Bean Latte by Bokksu and Suboichi Seicha. Seicha? Seicha? Hmm. Sip on this unique latte mix, which has a base made with sweet Azuki beans, also known as red beans, which are popular mochi fillings in Japan. The mix does not contain milk powder, so you can add your favorite milk or milk alternative. Brewing instructions: mix the latte powder with 100 milliliters or 3.38 fluid ounces of your favorite milk, hot or cold, and enjoy. Continue to stir the tea as the Azuki powder will settle over time. No common allergens, and it's vegetarian. So that's the problem, is it only makes not even a quarter of a cup. 3.38 fluid ounces. So a quarter of a cup would be 4, right? No. Wait a minute. It's just under half a cup. Quarter cup would be 2 ounces. I'm tired. Math isn't mathing today. My brain's going, no. Don't do numbers. So it's just under half a cup. So that's really basically just a taste. I would really love it if they would put 2 of the teas. And that I say that every time I fill out one of their little surveys. I think we should have 2 teas. Okay, what's the next? What's this thing? This one is Caramel Nut Muffin by Bokksu in Ebisu Seika. Made with caramelized dough, this muffin is filled with almonds for a slightly savory aroma and added crunch. Savor this confection as your breakfast the morning after our birthday bash. Flavor sweet. It's not vegetarian. Common allergens are eggs, tree nuts, wheat, and soy. And doesn't contain any other thing worth mentioning, apparently. All right. I don't want to fight the package. We'll just cut it open. Because at a certain point, you just don't want to fight it anymore. So there's what it looks like. Oh. It's like something just fell and hit my leg. It was one of those silica packets. So that's what the inside looks like. It's pretty good. It'd be really nice with a cup of tea. I don't really taste the almond. And it's so finely ground. It's what the decoration on top is. It's very finely ground. And it's nice. It's not overpowering or anything. Okay. Ooh. This sounds good. Chocolate banana chips by Yuka. Sweet ripe king banana chips are fried in coconut oil and covered with silky milk chocolate for a sweet and crunchy treat. Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens include milk and soy. Doesn't contain any other whatevers. And I'll say this again, because I say it every month. I like how they give in the descriptions if it's vegetarian or not, what the allergens are. I think that's important. And I really am surprised that more snack boxes don't do that. Oop. You can tell these got hot the other day when they were delivered because they're a little melted together, but they're just a chocolate covered banana chip. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's banana chip in there. Mmm, that's a good chocolate too. I like that. I'm a fan of crunchy banana chips. My dad used to get out the food dehydrator and make his own, but they were always chewy, and I didn't care for that. They were sweet and they tasted good, but I liked the crunch. He preferred them soft, but I think part of that is because he had dentures, but he only wore the uppers, and I think sometimes crunchy things kind of bothered him a little bit. Mm, I definitely like that. Mm, is that that? Okay. This has a picture of a crab in it too. Aji Karuta, honey and soy sauce by Bonchi. Sweet and savory mingle together in this deep fried rice cracker, flavored with acacia honey and soy sauce. Flavor is savory. It is not vegetarian. Common allergens include fish, wheat, and soy. Also contains none. So we got the little crab showing up. So I guess I'm wondering if it's some sort of like preservative. But see, everything's in kanji, so I can't tell what the um, ingredients and things are. If I can get it open. Open! These are so much more fun when he comes down and participates. But he doesn't seem to care one way or the other if he comes down or not. Okay. It's a very, very thick cracker. I kind of like that. You can definitely taste the soy sauce, but there's that little bit of sweetness there too from the honey, and it's kind of nice. I like that. Okay. I know I saw this. Where did it go? Okay, and there's two of these. So we'll set one aside. Osaka Caramel Almond Crush Cookie by Maeda Seika. Crisp biscuits, sandwich soft sweet cream, and crushed almonds and caramel are added on top. This is the ultimate party in your mouth. Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens include milk, eggs, tree nuts, wheat, and soy. And doesn't have any other things listed. So that's what it looks like. It doesn't say chocolate. That looks like chocolate. It's supposed to be caramel. So dark caramel, maybe? Mmm. Yes, please. More of these. The cookie part's kind of like a wafer. And I love wafers. And then it's got just that little layer of cream, which gives a little bit of sweetness. And then this layer on top with the caramel and the almond and stuff. Yeah, I like that. Just gives it a little bit of extra crunch, little hint of extra flavor. More of these. That is really, really good. This is potato snack takoyaki flavor by Kato Seika. These crispy potato snacks are a savory interpretation of takoyaki, one of Osaka's classic street foods. Flavor is savory. It is not vegetarian. Common allergens are milk, fish, wheat, soy. And doesn't have other things listed. Okay, it feels like another cracker type. I wanted to make sure it wasn't like those little potato sticks that if I open it, they'll go wee. Feels more like a cracker. Or that shape. Oh, and there's two of them in here. Good. And I can set one aside. That's what they look like. Little thin discs. You can taste the potato. There's a little saltiness and a little sweetness. There's something else there. What is that? It's got a couple pictures of octopus. I wonder if that's where the fish comes in. Trying to tell what that is in the picture, and it's hard to. I don't know, but it's really, really good. I just got a crumb tickling my throat. When I'm prepared, I have drinks. Pollen count's high today, too, so that's not helping things. So between inhaling a crumb and pollen, now my eye is watering. Gotta love allergy season, you know? Excuse me. Every video. Doesn't seem to matter when I do it. Every video. Okay. Is that? No, that's. Is that that? No. No. This. Okay. And there's two of these. I do like how a lot of times they give us two of the smaller items. This is Sweet Potato Apple Pie Cookie by Furuta Seika. An exclusive collaboration between Furuta Seika and La Popo Farm, a popular sweet potato store in Osaka. These cookies combine an apple pie with Japanese sweet potatoes for a comforting snack. Warm it up in the toaster for that freshly baked taste. Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens: milk, eggs, wheat, soy. And it doesn't list any other thingies. Now I feel like I'm going to start sneezing. That'll be a treat. So it just looks like a cookie. If you bite into it, there's a little bit of a filling. It's kind of hard to see because it blends in. There's just the subtlest hint of apple. It's not very strong. And I don't know the difference between Japanese sweet potato and American sweet potato. I mean, it's a sweet enough cookie. It's not super sweet. It doesn't taste like what I think of sweet potato as tasting. It just tastes like a basic cookie. I like the different textures of the crumbly outside and crunchy crumbly outside and the softer inside. Not super strong on any of the particular flavors. Um, Tastes like a standard cookie. I like it. It would be really nice with a cup of tea. Okay. That's... I don't think that's the same thing. Okay. I think that's this thing. Okay. So there's two of these. And this is by the same company. This is Kaki no Tane chocolate by Furuta Seika. Try this new spin on a classic Japanese bar snack. Crescent-shaped Kaki no Tane rice crackers with milk chocolate kneaded in. The flavor of these crisps are reminiscent of those of a chocolate pretzel. Ooh, I like chocolate pretzels. Flavor is sweet, is not vegetarian. Common allergens: milk, tree nuts, wheat, soy. And it doesn't have anything else listed. Now see, now I'm getting the apple. I had one of the little bits from the inside of that cookie come out, and you can taste the apple when it's kind of separates itself. Yeah. Meanwhile, I can't get this open. Come on. Open, open, open. Okay. It's a little piece of chocolate. And it's supposed to taste a little bit like a chocolate pretzel. It's got the crunch. Yeah. It's kind of like a chocolate pretzel, I'd say. Very similar. And said what? It's rice cracker? Yeah. It's rice cracker, but it does taste very similar to a chocolate pretzel. Oh, this looks sticky. This is orange stick cake by Nakajima Taishodo. This tart and flavorful cake from Nakajima Taishodo is delightfully light and fluffy, infused with orange inside and out. Real orange slices are baked on top, giving it a zingy freshness. Flavor sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens, milk, eggs, and wheat. Also contains alcohol. I wonder if it's like sake, maybe? Or maybe they have some like orange liqueur? I don't know. Because everything other than where it says my place, everything else on here is not in English. All right, fine. Get the scissors out. Come on. Even cutting it open, I couldn't get it open. Ah. So I do love how it does have the orange slice baked on. That's really cool. That orange slice reminds me of orange marmalade because it's got the peel and all on there. I made orange marmalade once. Turned out good. I just didn't get the bits of the peel real small, so mine was like extra chunky. Still tasted good. And by the time you put 6 tons of sugar in there and boil it all down, you can't tell that the rind is a little bit bitter. I don't taste any alcohol. That orange flavor is really nice. And it's kind of nice to have that balance with the little hit of bitter from the peel and the sweetness from the rest of it. I like that a lot. Again, it would be fantastic with a cup of tea. I'm going to have to, next time, make a cup of tea beforehand. Maybe make like a cup of tea from the month before or something. Okay. Okay, this says scone. I wonder if it's pronounced scone. It looks like scone. Crash Crispy Pizza by Koyakea. There's nothing like a slice of pizza at the end of the night out, so we included this addictive pizza-flavored snack. Each bite has a crunchy, that's not what that says. Each bite has a crumbly, crispy, crunchy texture and is packed with rich, layered flavors of tomato and basil. Flavor is savory. It's not vegetarian. Common allergens, milk, crustacean shellfish, wheat, and soy. It looks like a margarita pizza on the back with the tomato, basil, and cheese. Crispizza is tomato cheese pizza flavor accented with basil. So I like that they give you a little description here in English because they're probably thinking, hey, we might get a lot of tourists who don't speak Japanese. And English is taught pretty much around the world. And we've had something like these before. They're these little curled up, crunchy. Yeah, I like these. So I think we had like a cheese one before. And I feel like we had another flavor in the various different boxes. Because this is like the third different Japanese box I've had on the channel. And I think we've had probably a version of this in the Manga Spice Cafe box. And then I'm pretty sure we had it in the Japan Crate box. But I love how this rolled up design gives it a lot of crunch. And it holds in more flavor. Okay, put these down. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here and just eat the whole pack. They're addicting. They're good. And it's funny because sometimes I'm not real keen on pizza flavored things. But those are good. Maybe because the tomato part's not overpowering. So I think that's part of why I'm not a fan of ketchup chips and I'm not a fan of barbecue chips. Is because it's tomato forward. And while I like things made with tomato, I'm not really crazy about the tomato itself, if that makes any sense. Very rarely do I eat like raw tomato. So in that Taco Bell video, having that one taco covered in sour cream and chunks of tomato, I was just like, bleh. Let's make two things on here I don't like. Ate it anyway. Paid for it, might as well eat it, right? Okay, so this is Takobi Kansai Umami Dashi. Dashi, I think, is a fish flake? By I have no idea how to say this. Sayu Judo CYOUJUDOU. I have no idea how to say that. Keika. I can say the second word. It wouldn't be a night out in Osaka without the city's most popular street food, takoyaki, which are fried octopus balls. See, I was right when I said octopus on that other one. Um, Made with the same ingredients, these rice crackers encapsulate the unique flavors of takoyaki. It's uncanny. Flavor is savory. It is not vegetarian. Common allergens: fish, crustacean shellfish, wheat, and soy. See, I feel good when I get something right. Because a lot of my Japanese is guesswork. I have either seen or heard something about that particular dish, which I know I have seen takoyaki before. I just couldn't remember what it was. But because there's a little picture of an octopus on the packet, I thought, well, maybe that's what it is. And then, you know, the description for this one flat out says it's octopus. We had similar crackers before in a pizza flavor. So let's see what takoyaki is supposed to taste like according to this. And this one looks like it's got lots of flavor in it. You can see all the little bits of it's not particularly fishy. There's a flavor there I can't quite place. I would imagine that octopus and squid probably taste similar. And I love squid. I'm trying to figure out what that flavor is. Because I would have thought it would taste a little fishier. But it doesn't taste fishy. Maybe it's like a soy sauce that, and when it mixes with the other flavors, it gives it a different flavor. I don't know. I really like these. Fried octopus balls. I don't know. Interesting. Whatever. I'm not entirely sure what that particular thing I was tasting is, but okay. Excuse me. This unfortunately melted, so you can't read it, but that's okay. Osaka tart cookie by Osaka no Ahi Honpo. Made up of 3 layers of crispy biscuits filled with white chocolate, this not too sweet cookie features words in Osaka's famous dialect decorated on top in milk chocolate. Flavor sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens: milk, eggs, wheat, and soy. I feel like I said that a lot. But every time it's a cake or a cookie, that's the basic ingredients. And in Asian countries, it seems that soy is more prevalent than it is here in the United States. Either that or we're just not told it's there. Of course, I used to love the hamburgers we had in school, and I found out later they were soy burgers. I was like, cool, I like those. Yeah, unfortunately, it did melt some, so it's a little smooshed and you can't read what it says. Not that I would know what it said anyway. Ah, well, the whole thing kind of came apart, and all the chocolate wanted to go in that one bite. So it's kind of, they said 3 layers. So I guess they mean the cookie layer, the white layer, and then the words. But the way the description was written, it sounded like 3 layers of biscuit, but there's only 1 layer of cookie that I can see. And there's no filling inside the cookie. The filling is on top. Okay. We'll save this half for the Neko. I was hoping he'd make an appearance, but I heard him come down, but I was busy yakking in my other video, and he had already gone back to his room by the time I called out to him, so I don't know. Junkissa Gummy Lemon Squash by Idea Package. Crafted in Osaka, these sweet and tangy gummies have a flavor reminiscent of lemonade and soda. You can even taste the carbonation. Flavor is sweet, not vegetarian, no allergens. But because it's made with gelatin, it's not vegetarian. So they're just little cubes. Ooh. Wow, these are good. The little tartness there, what I wasn't expecting, because it's covered in sugar. But when you bite in, you get this little burst of lemon flavor, a little bit of tartness, and then it all evens out. It's really, really good. I absolutely would get this again if I had the opportunity. I just need to go to Japan. Set all these things back in the box so the box doesn't land on the floor. Okay. Now put that aside. So we've got two more things. Okay, and there's two of these. So we'll set one aside. Osaka Caramel Coffee Sand Cookie by Doshisha. Doshisha. Chocolate and caramel strike the right balance in this coffee-flavored sandwich cookie. The coffee essence is perfect for a pick-me-up snack as we celebrate our birthday through the night. Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens: milk, eggs, tree nuts, wheat, soy. That lemon just came back and smacked me again. But I like those a lot. Okay. Should have saved that caramel coffee I had in the last video to have with the cookie. But I didn't know there was a caramel coffee cookie. All right. Tired of fighting it? Oh, there's a bunch of caramel stuck on the inside of the packet. Oh, the caramel ran out. It's like a little sandwich cookie. And you can see here all the caramel that has run out of it. I can taste the coffee. I can taste the caramel. I can taste a little bit of chocolate. This would have been perfect with that caramel coffee I just drank. But I'm going to be going to bed here in about an hour or so, so I don't want any more coffee. I'm going to be bouncing off the walls as it is. But yeah, this is nice. I'm glad the coffee's not stronger. If it was any stronger, I probably wouldn't like it as much. Because it's not a super sweet chocolate either. And so, like, kind of a semi-sweet chocolate and the coffee together, it kind of highlights the bitterness just a touch. So having the sweetness of the caramel kind of balances that out. Yeah, I kind of like this. And it would be good with like a caramel coffee. I don't think I would drink it with or eat it with a tea. Because coffee and tea mixed together, I don't like that. Mm-mm. No. I've heard people call it dirty chai when they add coffee to their tea. No. Not for me. But yeah, there's a big glob of caramel down in the bottom of this. I don't know how to get it out without being covered in it. So that brings us to the last thing. Okay, it goes that way. Okay, so this says Meet the Maker. Hanaoka, founded in 1982 in Osaka, Hanaoka specializes in a variety of confections, including Japanese and Western sweets, cookies, and desserts. We strive to spread happiness not only to the recipients of our sweets, but also to the givers, the company says. Through consistently delightful treats, Hanaoka is working to help individuals connect and share joy. This is Pai Manju Sweet Potato by Hanaoka. This snack is a unique twist on a classic Japanese treat called manju, which is a filled flour-based pastry. This version uses a pie crust as its outer layer and is filled with Japanese sweet potato. Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens: milk, eggs, wheat, soy. Getting to where that's just kind of... Okay. Whoa! Whoa, thing, whoa! A silica packet. Okay. So that's what it looks like. And the top crust wants to pop off of there. So that's the inside. So that's what it looks like if you take a bite. It's good. It's very soft, very crumbly. I'm covered in crumbs now. So Japanese sweet potato that was sweet, but it's not a very strong flavor. It's very different from an American sweet potato. It's very mild. It tasted almost like custard, and the texture is similar to that. So I don't know if that's just the way they made the filling, or if that's just how Japanese sweet potato is. Because in the other item that had the Japanese sweet potato in it, it wasn't a strong flavor there either. But it's really nice. I like that quite a bit. It's got a nice flavor, but it tastes more like a custard than like a sweet potato, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to describe it. It's just not a super strong flavor. But it is nice. It was sweet and it had a nice texture to it. The crust part actually tasted pretty good. Sometimes I'm funny about pie crust, and that actually tasted pretty good. And it was nice and flaky and crumbly. So as you take a bite, you're covered in crumbs. It would be good with a cup of tea. I feel like I said that a lot in this video too. But it's true. A lot of these things, they would be perfect to go alongside a cup of tea. Just a basic tea. Yeah, nothing fancy. Or if you want to get fancy, that'd be fine too. Because a lot of these, the flavors would balance out nicely if you had a flavored tea. Particularly like that apple and sweet potato cookie thing. If you had a tea that had a little bit of apple flavor, it'd be perfect. Some of the other ones, just a basic plain tea would be really nice with it. So overall, I'm really, really happy. I liked everything. How often do I get to say that? I liked everything that I tried. So I'm really quite pleased with this box. And this box is consistently good. So I will continue getting it for a while anyway. Because I really enjoy this box. And I like how it's got different things than some of the other boxes. Japan Crate, while I liked it, I very much enjoyed what we were getting, but it was getting repetitive. We got the same bag of chips like 3 months in a row. Same flavor. I mean, if you're going to do chips, do different flavors. Don't keep giving us the same one over and over because it's getting boring. And that's ultimately why I decided to drop Japan Crate for a little while and try something else. Um, would I go back? Maybe eventually. Um, I'm still playing with the idea of maybe trying Tokyo Treat at some point. But right now, I'm happy with the things I'm getting. So I like getting the Soul box because it's a little bit different. Um, because Korean treats, and you get a beauty item and you get a K-pop item. So it's a little mixture of things. I like that. So I want to get that at least one more month, and then make a decision on that one. Um, I'll keep getting Bokksu. I really love Bokksu. I really like Snack Crate. I want to like Universal Yums, but the last 2 months have come damaged. Now, last month, I think maybe it was a shipping thing. Maybe they set something on top of my box, but the month before that, they knew the box was damaged because they put it in another shipper box and reprinted the label. I'm still stuck on that. I just like that rubs me the wrong way. I'm spending $50 on that box. I expect it to come in good condition. I mean, the food, yeah, it was still edible, but the chocolate was melted all over the inside of the box, leaked out of the box onto the shipper box that they stuck it inside. They knew it was damaged and sent it anyway. That rubs me wrong. Seems to me they could have put the label on a new box instead of, oh, here's the damaged box. We'll send it to you. No, no. Um, but I want the UK box, which is the June box. So I will stick it out until I get the UK box, and then we'll drop Universal Yums. Now I might try treats, or I might try like the Ireland box. I don't know yet. Um, but right now I am happy with the Bokksu box, so I don't know that I really need a second Japan box. I kind of want to see what else is out there. Um, if you have any preferences as to which thing we try next, once I drop Universal Yums, let me know. Do you want to see the Ireland box? I thought the Germany box sounded a little expensive, and I'm not entirely sure how they can send things like sausages, because it showed like bratwurst and stuff in the things you can get in the box, and I'm like, I don't know. How do they send bratwurst through the mail? I know they can put like cool packs and things if it's an overnight shipment, but is that how this is going to work? The shipping is like around $10. So it was going to cost about $60 a month for 6 to 8 items. And I'm not sure. I wasn't convinced on that one. The things they show on their website, it looks like a really nice box, but I don't know. Ireland box isn't necessarily treats. There's like maybe a tea and a treat and then other things from Ireland. I'll have to look at it closer and see like price wise how it compares. Um, I'm not sure what else is out there. I think Try Treats is very similar to Snack Crate and Universal Yums. Um, like each month is a different country, and a lot of times they were running parallel with Snack Crate. because Hey Everybody was doing it on her channel. I don't know if she still is or not. I haven't seen it pop up lately. But she was getting that one, and I was always mentally comparing what she was getting in her box with what I got in my box. So, like, we had a Thailand box. She got a Thailand box. Oh, they're very similar. These treats are the same. Well, she got these treats and I got these treats that were different. So, I mean, there would be enough there, I think, to make it worthwhile. But I think it's so similar to Snack Crate, and I'm happy with Snack Crate, so I think I'll stick with that one for now. Um, but Universal Yums, if they took more care in the shipping of their items, I would be more than happy to stick with them because they're going to other countries different from what I've been getting from Snack Crate. I don't know. If I'm spending that kind of money, I expect to get a box that's in decent condition and not something that looks like they ran over it and then, oh, this box is damaged. Here, let's put it in a new box instead of giving her a fresh box. I don't know. And I know I fuss about this every month, but that's just. And the main reason I got it was the month they did the Ukraine box. Was it March? Um, because some of the money went to help support getting food to people who are starving in the Ukraine. And I think that's important. I hate that, the invasion and stuff happened a year ago, and I hate that they've been war torn ever since. And if I can help somebody, I want to. But that was just that one month that portion of the money went to that. So my main reason for getting it is gone. And I don't know. I'm not convinced that I want to stick with them past the UK box. And the only reason I want the UK box is because I love Cadbury stuff and I saw pictures that had Cadbury stuff. So once I get through that box, we'll look at something different. So I want to stay in the same price range. Now there is a company, there's Sakura Co., which is very similar to Bokksu. And then there's Sakura Box. I think that's correct. That it's a one-time purchase, but I can get a box of 50 Japanese treats for like $40. I'm thinking about maybe getting one of those boxes at some point just to see what different treats they offer compared to what we've already experienced. And it's a one-time purchase, so I kind of like that idea. So maybe while I decide what I want to do for replacing Universal Yums, maybe I get that box to kind of fill in that hole. And then there's special delivery box from Taste of Home, which I think must be getting ready to renew for June, because I didn't hear anything from them in May other than buy it for your mom. Well, my mom's been dead 15 years. I don't think she would appreciate it at this point in time. So, that makes me think that it must be renewing in June because it's every other month. And I think when I ordered it, I must have gotten the April box, because that would be February, April, June, August, October, December, right? So I think that's what's going on there. It hasn't renewed, but they harass me nonstop. Every day I get a message from them. Hey, order a box. Hey, use our promo code to get 10% off your box. I've already used that promo code. Can we just, renew the box and get it sent? So I don't know. I'm not sure I'm going to stick with them either, the way they harass me. Because, I mean, it's constant. At least once a day I get something from them. Through my phone and another one through the email. So, bombardment. I don't like that. High pressure. No, don't like it. But it's only like $60 every 2 months. So I don't think that's bad at all. And you get a whole cookbook in there, along with other kitchen gadgets and potentially a snack or some kind of food item. I didn't get any food items in my 2 boxes that I unboxed, which is fine. And they did release a one-time only box for grilling, but I don't grill, so I figured that would have been wasted. Um, but if there's any particular box that you're aware of that you would like to see us try, put it in the not the description, in the comments section, and I can take a look and see if it's something that appeals to us. Um, I mean, Neko and I like to eat, so if there's a food box out there, we'll probably be willing to give it a try. Um, I did not order the add-on box for Snack Crate this coming month. Where is it coming from? Is it Czech, maybe? Czech Republic? Used to be Czechoslovakia. Now is it still Czech Republic, or do they call themselves something else now? I don't keep up. The stuff changes. Names of countries and things change so much so fast. I can't keep up. But I think that's where it's coming from. Anyway, what's left in the little booklet? Okay, so some stuff about culture. Let's wrap this up. I know I went off on a crazy tangent, and we could have been done 15 minutes ago. Culture. Learn more about the bustling city of Osaka and its vibrant nightlife scene. Dazzling Dotonbori. One of my favorite districts in Osaka is Dotonbori, a famous restaurant and bar area that's illuminated by bright neon lights and billboards, including the famous Liko Running Man. I love wandering through the streets and discovering new street food stalls, seafood-centric eateries, and more. It's a Bokksu favorite. We got a little fox in the nightlife. Larger than life signs. While devouring Osaka's street food, look up and you'll see monster-sized signs beckoning you to come into their respective restaurants. Wander through the streets and you'll find a giant octopus, a moving crab, a puffer fish, and even a hand offering tuna sushi. Oh, neat! I don't know how well you can see that. It's got a big old octopus on there. That's cool. Street food paradise. There's a saying in Osaka called kuidaori, which means to eat yourself broke. The area is known for its takoyaki, which are essentially fried octopus balls, okonomiyaki, or a layered pancake with cabbage, sauce, and other toppings, and lots of seafood. I like seafood. Spectacular sightseeing. There's something for everyone in Osaka. For history buffs, Osaka Castle is one of the most famous historic castles in Japan. Foodies can head to Kuromon Market, also known as Osaka's Kitchen. And animal lovers can see whale sharks and manta rays at Osaka Aquarium. So I think that picture must be the castle. Japanese architecture is beautiful. Okay, Bokksu Boutique, Japanese gifts for every occasion. And there's a QR code if you're interested in checking out what they have available for sale in the Bokksu market. Lots of pictures of exciting goodies. One thing I can say about Japan Crate, unfortunately I can't get the link in the email to work. They sent me an email. I did a survey after the Valentine's box. They emailed me a survey and I did it. They sent me a $75 gift card. So I guess I won. So now I can't get the link to work in the email. So I'm going to have to go to their website and see if I can do something with it. But I need to figure out what I want to do with that. Because last time I had that kind of gift card credit from where the one box got lost at Halloween. Still disappointed I didn't get my Halloween box. But yeah, I spent roughly $65 on stuff and the shipping was 72. So I got to be careful what I order because if I order food items, then it's like DHL International Express shipping, which was 72 bucks for what I ordered. And I was like, whoa, can't afford that. Especially when I ordered a lot of little things like um, um, umaibos, which are those crunchy sticks that I like so much. I love them so much. I wish we could get them here easier. Um, there was like $1 a piece, right? So I ordered about 10 of them. They ended up crediting me because one of them they had sold out and they couldn't get it back in within a reasonable amount of time. So they credited me back the money, which I was fine with. That's all I needed. And then they gave me another $20 gift card, which is what I used to start Bokksu. So I had almost $25 in credit by the time they refunded all the different things. And so I got like my first Bokksu for half price because I had all that credit built up. And that was nice. However, now I've got this $75 in credit and I'm like, what do I do with it? Because I'm afraid to order too much because the shipping is insane. Okay, so the next month's theme haiku hint: Midori whispers, Kyushu's gentle embrace, season blooms with grace. I don't know. Is Midori a person's name? Because I know there was that one Japanese figure skater, Midori Ito. So is this like maybe a female and then Kyushu a male? Is this like a love situation? I don't know. Season blooms with grace. Hmm. I don't know. That's going to be interesting to find out. So I love Bokksu. I highly recommend it if you ever want a Japanese box. This one's a really, really nice one. Loved everything in the box this month. Completely excited. I still have snacks left for later. And I have some to share with the Neko. So it's all good. Throw that away. Don't eat all those little silica packets. And I think with that, we will end this. Remember to do all the YouTubey things. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And as I said before, if you have any boxes that you would be interested in seeing us try, put them down in the comments, and it'll be something for us to look into at least. And we'll see what's out there. Because maybe all those boxes I haven't seen or heard of yet. I do love doing subscription boxes. I think they're fun. And apparently y'all like to watch us eat. Because it's like the food videos seem to be the best videos as far as views. And we keep getting new members all the time, so that's pretty neat. New subscribers. I know we're over 200 now, which I'm excited. My goal was 200 and we hit that. So I guess our next goal is 250. And if things keep going the way they've been going, we might hit that soon too. I'm trying to remember what it was the last time I looked. It was like 208, maybe? Something like that. 206, 208. So I know we're getting somewhere around 210-ish. So if we keep expanding at the rate we're going, we're doing pretty well. I'm really happy with how the channel has progressed in the last year. Ever since I started doing Temu hauls. Who knew? Who knew that's what would get people to want to watch? But I've been trying to pull in a few other things. with the two different videos I did, one of the train museum in Gallipolis and one of the Mothman Museum in Point Pleasant. If I find any other little things that seem to be of interest, maybe we'll try to do a few more. Sadly, my train museum one, the sound quality was absolute garbage, but I'm not used to filming with my phone, so that's a lot of it, I think. And there was so much background noise, I think it was trying to decide what it was supposed to pick up, and it just didn't pick up anything. Because there were parts where there was nothing. So we'll live and learn. We'll keep trying. Um, I don't know what else there is to go see or do that might be of interest. And we'll have to think about that one. I know there's got to be something to do around here. I only lived here 19 years. I don't know what there is to do. Um, anyway, we're going to leave it here, and I will see you in the next video, whatever it may be. Soul Box is coming, and I just put an order in a day or two ago for Temu. So there'll be something coming probably in the next week for that. I ordered something from Walmart, but it's nothing exciting. It's 3 50-pound bags of rock salt. We're going scorched earth. I am so tired of trying to kill the wisteria that is overtaking my yard and completely ruining my fence line. And does nothing but give me fits. And I've been trying for the last 2 or 3 years to get rid of it, and it won't go away. We're going scorched earth. We are going to salt the crap out of it. And hopefully that will do something. I did read that if you cut the woody vine and drill a hole in it and fill it full of salt and then pour boiling water over it, that then the salt melts and gets in there and kills it. I'm hoping that if I just completely obliterate the fence line on my side of the fence, that'll do it. There's a bunch of weeds and stuff there too. We just can't keep that under control. It grows the fastest there than any place else in the yard. So I'm like, yeah, I like being able to get in and out of my car, and it's right by the driver's door, and so 3 50-pound bags of rock salt. I am going scorched earth. And if it obliterates all the other crap that grows along there, that's fine. Because it's just weeds anyway. Who wants weeds? Now, that's different than weed, as in it grows wild in the woods behind our house. It's crazy. And then the neighbors have a tendency to stick their pots of it out there too. We've called the sheriff a couple different times because when Dad was still alive, he'd take walks back there and he'd find their grow situations, and he'd come up to the house and call the sheriff in. They'd go and they'd clear it out. And then, the next year it'd all come back. They stuck their crap out there again. I guess thinking that he wouldn't call them again. No, it kind of became a yearly thing there for a while. They'd call, clear it out, and then it'd come back. Because the neighbors seem to think that my property is theirs. These are the same ones that like to break into my garage and shed and steal things. We caught them at it, and then they cussed us up one side and down the other because we stopped them from stealing our stuff. It's my house. Stay away. I don't know. But anyway, I need to get out of here. It's already 11:30. I need to fix myself some lunch and then get ready for bed. It's a never-ending cycle. I work tonight, and then I have tomorrow night off. So there's a plus there somewhere. I'll spend most of tomorrow sleeping. Having a day off, only one day, it's nice having that night off, but I end up sleeping because I'm tired when I get off work, and then I end up having to sleep the next day because it's time I got to get ready for work. So I don't have a whole lot of time to run back and forth and do other stuff. That's why Tuesday last week, I was exhausted. I got home and charged my phone for a little bit, and we left about an hour after I got home. And we went and got breakfast and we did the Mothman Museum and everything. By the time we got home, I was exhausted. That and it was like 90 degrees outside. And the one thing I don't understand is why was the ice cream shop closed when it was 90 degrees outside? That would be the day to be open. And I don't know why you'd be closed on a Tuesday. That seemed a little weird. Unless they only have evening hours. We didn't bother to check. We just saw they were closed and oh well. But there's one that opened in Pomeroy and I've only ever seen it open one time. Every other time I've gone by, it's been closed. And it doesn't seem to matter, it's hot and sunny and people want ice cream. They're not open. I don't know how you're going to make any money with an ice cream business if you're never open, especially on hot days. At least the one in Racine's always open. They open at like 10 o'clock in the morning and stay open till 8 or 9 in the evening, which is good because that gives people time, if they maybe eat dinner late or something, then they can still go get ice cream or whatever. Or like after a ball game, they can go and get ice cream. It's good ice cream. It's a Perry's ice cream. I don't know how broad an area they cover. I know that Dayton gets Perry's, and that's about 3 hours from here. 100 and something miles, 120, 150 miles, something like that. Roughly 3 hours from here, because my brother still lives up there. Um, he moved into the house that my grandparents owned. And that house has been in the family. I think he's the sixth generation to live there. And my niece then would be the seventh. I think that's right. Either that or it's fifth and sixth. I think it's sixth and seventh though. So he bought it after my grandmother died, and he didn't want it to go into other people's hands because nobody else would appreciate that house. And the interesting thing is, it is actually two log cabins that were put together on that site. So they moved these two cabins to the location and put them together, and then they added a little bit to it, and it's a two-story house. It's really nice little house. It needs work because it's old, but I'm glad he was able to keep it in the family. I just wish he could get it like on a historic register or something to protect it, because if they decide they want to widen the highway, they're going to take his yard. And then they'll be like, yeah, we got to tear down your house. And he'll be like, but it's historical. Um, um, that's my big concern there is I'm afraid there, because they've been talking for years about widening that stretch of highway. So I hope they don't. And if they do, I hope they go toward the median instead of toward his house. But anyway, I said I was done and then I start yakking again. I gotta stop doing that. I'm sure y'all are probably like, doesn't she ever stop talking? But I just spent 8 hours at work not talking to anybody. My client was, in bed for a big chunk of it, and then he was up for a little bit, but he was doing his own thing, not talking to me, not hanging out or anything. And then went back to bed, and then my relief came in, and we talked for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And then I came home, and it's just been me. And I'm tired of my own company. I need somebody to talk to, somebody to hang out with. Anyway, it is what it is. I need to look for something, so I'm going to get off of here and see if I can find the thing I need. And fix myself some lunch, and while this thing uploads, and go on from there. So we'll see you in the next one, whatever it may be. Bye bye.